Hello, class. Let's look at adjusting some of the properties of the light. And so when you have the light selected under the 3D tab, under the properties you can see I've got a bunch of things set up here. And so this is intensity. And so if I'm doing an evening shot, I'm probably going to have to turn the intensity down. I'm going to say I might try to make like sort of an outdoor light at this point in time. And it's hard to tell because the reality is once you do this, if I turn up in intensity just to sort of show here, I can also change the color, which is nice. So I might want to add a warmness to it if I want, and you can see it's making it yellow-ish here, and it's very bright. When I turn it to yellow, we can really see that's having quite a dramatic effect on the intensity. So I can come that down and turn it down. The reality is I'm not exactly sure where yet this is located, and I showed you how to move it in the previous video, but it was I wanted to do a quick video on how to do intensity before I took too long. The reality is what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to play with these guys until I move it into place. I might let the video run. We'll see how long it takes to show you that it does take some time to get right. So I'm going to, if I want to get it sort of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get close to a front elevation so I can get the height of this thing right, and I might have to sort of do it in takes, right? So I'm going to get closer to a front elevation, and I can sort of pull it down. Of course, now I can see it's way over to the side, so I'm going to sort of pull it over this way. But the reality is, as soon as I sort of do this side elevation, it's going to look a little out of the way as well. So I have to zoom out to find that light again. Not sure where I just moved it. So it's way out here, so I got to push it way back. So you can see it does take some time to get this light set up right. This is why we saved our camera. You want to make sure you save your camera because to get the lighting, to do the lighting, you are going to be sort of panning around a lot to get this look. But you can see as I sort of get close to here, to this building now, we can see it's starting to look like I'm going to actually put it next to this door, and I'm going to put it, and if I go inside we can see it glows on the inside, and we will do some on the inside here. I want to put it right on the outside just so it's sort of glowing next to the door. Once I have that sort of set up, then you might come back and play with the color and the intensity a little bit. I don't do a lot of nighttime renderings personally, so I'm not an expert in it. So I always like to say that up front, tell the truth. So I'm going to give that a go. Maybe it's too yellow for you, maybe it's not. And what I'm going to do now, that's how you do it. That's how you set up a light. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to put in a few more point lights both on the exterior, maybe on the porch, and on the interior. I'm going to play with all these settings and I'll start the video up again just so we can get a sense of where that is. Alright, so just to follow up, I've added 2 more lights for a total of 3 lights in my model. You feel free to add what you want, but I added one on the inside of the sort of the living room space so it glows out. I've added one on the porch because presumably there'd be one out there, and again I have the one by the front here. You might have more outside, you might have more inside, but I'm curious to see how this will render. So I'm going to end this here, and when we come back we'll see how this sort of comes out.